This is I Take Everything. Here's a video comparing the 11-inch late 2011 MacBook Air to the iPad 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now let's start off with battery life. 11-inch MacBook Air will get 4 to 5 hours battery for web browsing, email, etc. It will only get around 2 to 3 hours watching video and gaming. The iPad 2 will get 10 hours for just about everything, so the iPad 2 clearly smashes the 11-inch Air in battery performance. Now let's move on to expandability. The iPad 2, the only port it has on it really is the headphone jack and the 30-pin dock connector. The MacBook Air, however, has Thunderbolt, USB 2, another USB 2, MagSafe, headphone jack and microphone. So the MacBook Air clearly wins in connectivity. And and the MacBook Air also has a full operating system. It has macOS 10.7 Lion. The iPad 2, of course, has iOS 4. So if you want a more desktop feel, then you'll be going for the MacBook Air. But if you want the battery life, then you'll go for the iPad. If you want to play Flash video, of course the MacBook Air can do that because it's a computer. The iPad 2 cannot. If you want to be editing videos at MacBook Air, because it's quite hard to edit videos on the iPad, and you can't really plug cameras into them, and it doesn't recognise the file in iMovie and all this weird stuff. Onto weight. The Air weighs 1.06 kilos. It's very light in the hand, very light. The iPad 2 weighs just over half a kilo, I think, so the iPad 2 wins in this category. Now let's talk about cameras. The iPad 2 has a front-facing VGA camera and a back-facing 0.7 megapixel HD camera. The MacBook Air just has a single VGA camera, so the iPad 2 is better in that place because it has two cameras, and one of them is HD, this is standard def. The MacBook Air has a keyboard, so if you want to be typing, and it's also backlit, so if you're typing, that's going to be much better, obviously, and has a near full-size trackpad. So overall, which one's better? I would say the iPad for watching videos, surfing the internet, Twitter, and the MacBook Air for more content creation, still surfing the internet. Which do I prefer? I prefer the 11-inch Air, but I just think that the battery life needs to be improved greatly because the iPad 2 smashes it on that and would only get like 2 to 3 hours watching video, where the iPad 2 would get easily 10 hours. Now let's talk about wireless. They both have 802.11n Wi-Fi. They both have Bluetooth, but the Air has Bluetooth 4.0, which is better than 2.1, which is in the iPad. So yeah, but it has better Bluetooth module in it. So anyway, they're kind of two different devices, but as I say, the Air's better for many more things, but the iPad 2 is better for consuming content, and the Air's better for like being a mobile sort of workstation. But if you need the battery life, the iPad's the way to go, or the 13-inch Air, because it has 7 hours of battery life. And check out my 11-inch Air review if you haven't done so already, and this is I Take Everything, ending the video, twitter.com/I Take Everything. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.